Dermatomes are a stretch of skin supplied by the same nerve root on the posterior back of the spine. Myotomes are the same thing, but with a stretch of muscle, and they're supplied by a nerve root on the front of the spine. They're located in various places. For example, C myotomes cover the entirety of the shoulders, directly above the chest. They also cover the arms and the hand, excluding two little strips along here that are reserved for T myotomes. T myotomes cover those strips, and then the entirety of the chest and stomach, and also the middle of the back, so that's above this shoulder line, but above the tailbone too, or below the shoulder line, but above the tailbone. Then on to L dermatomes, which are located below the middle portion of the back, and they stop directly above the tailbone. There's a little strip along there. And they also include the anterior of the pelvis, legs, and feet, but exclude the outer sides of the feet, because those are S dermatomes are located there. And then they also include the outer portion of the thighs and inner portions of the legs and bottom of the feet, as shown in this picture. If you look right here, it spans along the outer portion of the thighs and bottom of the foot. But there are then S dermatomes, which span from the tailbone along the inner portion of the posterior of the legs, and they span to the outer sides of the anterior of the feet, as previously shown. Anyway, you can also evaluate these for injuries, because of course, as with anything, they can be injured and their function can be impaired. So for dermatomes, it would simply be putting a pen along a portion of the dermatome. So for example, you might put a pen right here and put a pen right here and ask if they can feel it, or put the pen right here and ask if they can feel it, just to see, like, because there are specific strips along each portion of the skin that's supplied by said dermatome. So you're putting a pen basically on that strip of skin, or multiple places along that strip of skin. Then for myotomes, that's muscles, so you'd simply test it by, well, there are a few ways. So number one, you could see if you put your hand right here and see if they can just push their muscles against the force of you pushing down with your hand. You'll also have to do it on the bottom. Then there's also one with the wrist, where you push down their hand, see if they can push up with their wrist. Of course, you also do it on the other side. There's also pushing down like this, I believe. It's a bit difficult to see that, pushing down, and then pushing up. We're basically just seeing if they can resist that push. And that's about it for injuries. Of course, it can be done in different places, like the myotome testing can be done along the fingers, and the dermatome testing can be done along any sort of dermatome line along here, or just on a portion of the shoulders, or even arms. And then lastly, there are the 12 cerebral nerves, which the first three start with O's, so we have a mnemonic device to remember all of them. So I did O, tough triangular abandoned ship flying through a vast galactic void, Ashley Harden. Did this because, of course, it's a theme, so it's going to be easy to remember something space-related or astronomy-related. And it's basically the first letter of certain words correlate to a cerebral membrane. Or, not membrane, nerve.